Ben, let's go back to 2009. You're a 16-year-old kid playing hockey and dreaming of one day making it to the NHL. The OHL draft comes along. You're drafted by the Kitchener Rangers in the third round. At that point, you check one of your dreams off your list. Do you remember how you felt when you were drafted?
I was extremely happy. I mean, like you said, I was, taking a step forward to my dream of playing, in the NHL, and that's, I think a pretty big step and something that, you take note of definitely and remember, and I think everyone in, the locker room remembers draft day. But, then the next most exciting part was actually coming down to the rink, seeing the facility and everything, and starting rookie camp.
Is 7 games into your rookie season here at the Odd with the Erie Otters in town. The puck gets dumped into your own end, really a routine play, and you casually go behind the net to retrieve the puck.
Third period, early in the second, and that is a crushing hit. Even Maxwell will give a shot there to Michael Liambis. Ben Fanelli is down and not moving.
You get hit from behind by Mike Liambis, and immediately your entire life changes in that moment. You suffered a fractured skull, facial lacerations, a serious brain injury. One play, you're living the dream. The next, not only is your career hanging in the balance, but to a certain extent, your life was as well. What's the first thing you recall after that hit, and how did you feel once you recalled that?
First thing I recalled after the hit was waking up in the hospital with my family around me and the doctors there kind of being blatant about the news. They just, they weren't shy to tell me the truth about everything. And, initially it wasn't the best news. It wasn't, where I am today was definitely not being talked about in the room at that point. And then it was, I was there for, I think, 2 more days from where I remember waking up. And then it was back home and on the mend.
Have you watched video of the hit?
Yeah, I've watched the video once or twice, just because it was on the, when they talk about hits in hockey and stuff, they'll sometimes show that clip, and I've watched it that way, and that was enough. I think it doesn't really feel like it's me anyways when I watch it, but watched it a couple times and no need to go back and continue watching it.
You spend the next 2 years away from the game, but you never stop working up to that eventual return. At what point did you make the decision to work towards coming back to hockey, and did you ever think that it might not happen?
I decided right away, as much as things weren't looking up in the way of hockey. I mean, I was extremely lucky to be where I was health-wise, and how, I'd healed and stuff like that. I mean, right from when I got home till, over those 2 years, the healing process, I was blessed enough to, attain. And yeah, it was, I think right when I got home, that was the plan, to get back to it. There were definitely bumps in the road where I thought, it might not happen, but generally overall, I really believed that I was going to play again.
So while you were away, you decided to become a triathlete, right? Why not just go to the gym like any other normal person would and try to get back into the game?
I wanted to do something that proved to people, mainly my mom, that, I was okay and my body could, withstand some, I guess high pressures situations, I guess you could say. And and I think it worked. I think it proved to not only people around me, but myself as well, that, I can still do these things. And even though the contact wasn't there, the pushing the body, to the limit was definitely a part of it, and it made me feel a lot more comfortable.
You started a charity called Headstrong, Fanelli for Brain Injury Awareness. What was the ultimate goal of doing that?
I wanted to spread the word about brain injury awareness and brain injuries, and the fact that it's an epidemic. Unfortunately it is, and it's something that's hard to stop, because a lot of them occur. People in everyday life, they're hard to stop that way, but I think it's something that everyone can open their mind to and realize that it's a serious thing, especially just regular people think normal concussions aren't a big deal, but they can cause serious damage through someone's life if it's not right away down the road, and it's something that people should be aware of and know how to deal with.
Here we are a couple of years later. You have 192 games under your belt, and it's all coming to an end this Friday. You're playing your last game in junior hockey. This must have been an emotional week for you.
Yeah, it was. It was emotional past couple weeks. I think that, there's a lot on my mind with looking down the road, different things on my mind with how to enjoy things, how to go through with these last 5-6 games, and I'm just trying to enjoy every shift. The mistakes that happen, kind of let those slide a little bit, and more or less enjoy the boys in the room, enjoy the coaches, enjoy, the fans that I've been lucky enough to play in front of. So yeah, it's been mentally I've been a little fogged up there, trying to keep everything in check, but definitely make sure that I'm enjoying nothing but the game on Friday.
When I think about your career and the next steps going forward, it's got to be amazing to know that you do have that charity, and you've done a TED Talk about trying to spread awareness for brain injuries, and so you have that whole avenue open to you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The doors that opened through the efforts over the past 5 years has been amazing, and it's kind of ironic that so many positives and doors opened from such a unfortunate situation there for that. I guess it was really only 5 seconds, but it was pretty catastrophic, I guess. And now the positives that came from it, it's pretty amazing to look back.
Okay, thanks very much for this.
Thanks a lot.